Good afternoon, Chairman Art, members of the Health and Services Committee. I do not have a joke for you right away, so I'm sorry. Nothing. I couldn't think of anything pertaining to bathing, so I apologize for that. My name is Ben Hansen, BENHANSEN, and I represent Legislative District 16. Today I'm bringing LB842 before this committee to clarify a provision of law related to in-home personal care services. First, I'll explain the issue that LB842 will fix. In 2007, the legislature passed LB236. The bill established that in-home personal care services provided to non-medically fragile individuals did not require caregivers to be licensed under the Home Health Agency statutes. Help with grooming, medication reminders, and feeding are examples of the activities of daily living that in-home personal care services providers can provide without the additional layer of licensure and regulation. During the floor debate on LB236, Senator Joel Johnson, who was the chairman of the Health and Human Services Committee at the time, stated that personal services such as bathing, dressing, and grooming were all intended to be included in the bill's definitions of activities of daily living. Since LB236 passed in 2007, the personal care services industry in Nebraska and the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services have operated under the understanding that bathing assistance was something that in-home personal care service providers could provide. Earlier this year, in reviewing the terms of the statute, the department identified an omission in the text of the statute. The word bathing was not specifically included with the definition of activities of daily living, LB236.
As a result, that omission raised some questions about whether Nebraska's in-home personal care services providers can lawfully provide assistance with bathing. That is the problem LB 842 will fix with the minor statutory language changes that you see in the bill. The Nebraska Association of Home Health Care and Hospice and the Department of Health and Human Services have worked together on this bill to make sure that the personal care service providers in Nebraska can continue to provide all of the services that their customers need to remain independent and in their homes. I do have an amendment to this bill, AM 1604, that I would ask the committee to consider. The amendment simply strikes section 1 from the green copy of the bill. After some discussions, both the association and the department agree that the language in section 1 is not necessary to accomplish the goal of this bill and should be removed. I'm happy to answer any questions that you might have, but I believe there is a representative of the Home Care Association that will testify behind me, who I know will be able to answer any questions about personal care services and the need for this bill. So with that, I'll take any questions if you have any.
Are there any questions? Seeing none, thank you for your introduction.
Thank you.
Now, first proponent for LB 824.
Hi, good afternoon. Senator Arch and fellow members of the Health and Human Services Committee. My name is Dustin Distefano. It's Dustin, D-U-S-T-I-N, Distefano, D-I-S-T-E-F-A-N-O. I am the CEO for A Place at Home and serve on the Nebraska Association for Home Health Care and Hospice Board. I am testifying on behalf of our association's members, who include personal care home care companies, that's a mouthful, across Nebraska, and we do support LB 824. Last year, personal care home care providers were being informed by the Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services that they would need to become licensed as home health agencies if we wanted to continue providing bath aid services. We met on June 21st, 2021 with Nebraska Department of Health and Human Services public health staff to clarify this concern. They informed us that the statute 71407 Healthcare Facility Licensure Act needs to be changed because the definition of in-home personal services implies a licensure requirement for activities of daily living, also known as ADLs, within the home health statute. The department asked our association to work with the legislature to amend the statute and include bathing within the personal care statute. Bathing is recognized by the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid, also known as CMS, as part of the family of personal hygiene services, along with hair grooming, nail care, oral hygiene, shaving, and dressing. They're all defined as activities of daily living. Additional in-home personal care services that are activities of daily living include housekeeping and laundry, companionship, toileting, bowel and bladder care, and mobility and transfers. Going into the industry, the demand for home care services right now is at an historic high. I'm actually the CEO of a place home franchise. I have 25 locations all over the country, and it is absolutely astronomical right now. It's continuing to grow, and it's going to only continue to grow. In-home care agencies are experiencing significant challenges in recruiting and retaining caregivers to provide these services. I believe the last number I saw on Medicaid, there's over 100,000 people on waiting lists. If our in-home care agencies were required to complete all the licensure requirements that home health agencies follow, and if our caregivers had to become licensed to provide just bathing services, the additional administrative costs and burden would further reduce the number of caregivers to serve our constituents and the people of Nebraska. Please be assured that our in-home care agencies require caregivers to complete thorough and comprehensive training on bathing services and all activities of daily living. We're committed to ensuring that our seniors receive quality, safe, accessible home care services across the state. We respectfully ask that you vote LB824 out of committee so that our in-home personal care providers can continue providing bathing services as an essential activity of daily living for Nebraskans. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you.
Open it up for any questions.
Questions? Seeing none, thank you for your testimony.
Thank you, guys.
Next proponent for LB 824. Is there anyone that would like to testify in opposition? Anyone like to testify in a neutral capacity? Okay. Waves closed. I just want to mention that we did receive letters on this bill. 11 proponents, and I won't go through the list of everyone, and 2 opponents as well were submitted for the comments. And with that, we will close the hearing for LB 824.